Hello, everybody, and today I'm starting my first book review of The Problem of Pain by C.S. Lewis. My name is Jackson Allen, and I'm from the YouTube channel Kairos. In this video, I will be covering the first chapter of The Problem of Pain. I will be covering 6 different topics, including the problem of pain, the distinction between God and nature, the numinous, the moral law, the numinous becomes the standard of morality, and historical events. Beginning with the problem of pain, when C.S. Lewis was an atheist, he presented the problem of pain to justify his position. It went like this. Look at the vastness of the universe, so large and yet no life to inhabit it. And the only place to hold life, Earth, has creatures that live off the pain of others. Man's own reason only creates more pain, and societies do great evils. All the universe will come to an end in a cold death. Meaning, life itself is meaningless, as it has no eternal purpose. All stories come to an end. God is either evil, not powerful enough to stop the evil, or not knowledgeable enough to stop evil. This objection, of course, eventually realized to be false by C.S. Lewis. His question, which he never thought of asking to himself, was, if the universe is so filled with evil, how is it in any sense attributed to a God, and not simply man's own doing? The distinction is a jump from black to white, also paraphrased. The distinction between God and nature. The distinction between God and nature is this, that God is independent of nature, and therefore when trying to use solely evidence from nature to support the existence of God, it's weak. Rather, nature itself can only support propositions within certain well-developed religions. They can never verify religions, though, in their entirety. Finally, the 4 elements of Christianity are the numinous, morality, numinous becomes morality, and historical events. Now, beginning with the numinous, numinous is defined not as a natural conclusion from nature, it is from the very start of man's history, an unexplainable fear, that of awe and dread of the knowledge of spiritual things. So, example, the fear of a dead man, like a ghost, for example, in another room. The fear of a ghost is actually doesn't make much sense because if anything, the ghost can't even touch you. The ghost will not harm you. And likewise, same with the dead man. The fear of a dead man is probably the least scary object because a dead man is a lot less scary, rationally thinking, than an alive man. And so C.S. Lewis uses this as an example as um, a definition, an analogy, I should say, of the numinous. Then his second element is morality. Morality is not the form of an alien law, but a standard of man unachievable by his own merits. The law itself stands as to those who know it with an unwashable guilt before the numinous. And eventually, once realization of man, which is natural but not obvious, is that morality comes from the numinous. At some point in the knowledge of the numinous, it becomes the being of the standard of morality. The most powerful among the numinous becomes the judge. It is important to note that the numinous itself, and by very definition, does not entail the morally good. Historical events. Finally, the 4th element to Christianity would be through historical events, the numinous may become known to all who want to know. The Jews had historical events that led the way to a moral law, creation of a nation, and eventually led to the death of Jesus Christ on the cross, but through which all these events helped to craft a church as well as a collection of many books from thousands of years ago that we still have today. It has allowed us, many billions of people, to know more about God every day. That is my conclusion to my first official video, my book review. I plan on making a part 2 to this video on chapter 2 of The Problem of Pain by C.S. Lewis. I pray that you all have a good day, and farewell, and thank you for watching.